What's good with y'all boys? Dame Time MMA here, and it's a pretty good week this week. We got UFC Perth this week, JDM versus Prates. Pretty good card overall. We've had some pretty bad cards back to back to back, so I'm glad to finally get a good one. Today, we're just going to go over my picks, my predictions for the main card.
Dame Time MMA time.
This card, I didn't really do the best on. I didn't do terrible on it. I think I went 3 for 6. Um, I made some dumb picks, bro. I knew Aljo could have won this, but I convinced myself that Zalal was just better overall. Zalal gave us a horrible performance, terrible performance. I probably should have picked Tony Barcelos. That would have been smart. And then Martinetti, he's just like a brawler. This fight was kind of more 50-50, so this was kind of just a filler card anyways. But on to this card, JDM versus Carlos Prates, UFC Perth. This is actually a pretty good card. I'm not going to be going over the prelims. I fuck with some of these fights. Just I'm not too confident in a lot of my picks there. So we're going to go over my main card picks, especially because those are just what matters for my record. Here's my main card prediction record for 2026. Not looking the greatest right now. I cannot call myself the best predictor on YouTube anymore. I have to get that title back. This week we're going 6 for 6. I don't care. Starting off, we got Tai Tuivasa versus Louis Sutherland. Tai Tuivasa, horrible losing streak. He's been on a terrible, terrible 6-fight losing streak. But I think they're giving him a layup here with Louis Sutherland. He lost his last 2. He's not the greatest fighter. And I think we can get Bam Bam Tuivasa back, bro. So I got Tai Tuivasa winning by late finish, probably round 2 or 3. But I do think this fight is going to end in a finish no matter what. So I think one of these fat guys are getting knocked out. I do just think that Tuivasa is the safer pick. I do want to see him break his losing streak. So give me Tuivasa. Next, we got Shamil Gaziev versus Brando Pericic. I'm not going to lie, I love Shamil Gaziev, but give me Brando Pericic by round 1 or 2 knockout. All of Pericic's wins have been round 1 finishes, I'm pretty sure. I think he's had like 5 knockouts, 1 submission. I might be wrong here, actually. Alright, never mind, I'm not wrong. He has 6 wins, all first rounds, 5 knockouts, 1 submission. He has 1 loss. It was by submission in round 2. I think this is easy, bro. I think Pericic, he's just the faster fighter. Overall, he's the better fighter. So I think he's going to get this done pretty easily. I love Shamil Gaziev, but I don't think this blob could take this. Especially Australia, bro. Got the home crowd. I think it's over for Shamil Gaziev. But moving on, Marwan Rahiki versus Ali Schmidt. I think they just gave him this opponent like yesterday. Give me Rahiki by decision. I watched his last fight. He fought an absolute bum, Harry Hardwick. Knocked him out. I think the same thing is gonna happen here. Just he won't get the finish. He'll win by a decision. They gave him a New Zealand jobber just for the fans. So I think Rahiki is gonna pass through him pretty easily. Moving on, we got Tim Elliott versus Steve Erceg. I think this is gonna be a very good fight. I really, really, really want Steve Erceg to win. I think he could win. I just think Tim Elliott is the safer pick. I think he has a better chance. I think he could really win with his grappling. And I got Tim Elliott by decision. Maybe a late submission. But If I'm wrong, I won't be mad at all. I love Steve Erceg. I would love to see him win. I don't think he does with this matchup. I don't know why. On to our co-main event. We have Beneil Dariush versus Quillan Salkeld. Quillan Salkeld, he's very good, and I think he has the potential to stay hanging with these top 10 guys. And, I was thinking of this fight. I thought Beneil Dariush, I was thinking, man, nobody's expecting him to win. He could win by submission. Then I really thought about it. Quillan Salkeld has good grappling. Like, his grappling isn't terrible. So, if he is really top 10 level, he will show that he can easily beat Beneil Dariush because, he has the grappling, he has the striking, he's very well rounded. Dariush has a terrible chin. He's been finished like 3 of his last 4. So, I think this is just a test for Salkeld. And I think it's a very easy one for him to pass. But I do see the slim chance of him losing this. I don't know why. I think Dariush can be a little tricky. But I do think Salkeld has the higher chance of winning. I'm gonna go him. Now for this main event, this is another one of like the Steve Erceg situations. I love Carlos Prates. He's my second favorite fighting nerd. One of my favorite fighters to watch. But I think a lot of you guys are overrating him here, bro. I'm pretty sure he's the favorite. I have no clue how. It's just like, what is he really gonna do? Like, JDM, he has a good chin. He has the boxing to stay, like, with Prates. And when you look at Prates' record, yes, he's finishing all these guys, but look at them. Look at who he's finishing. JDM is not any of these guys, bro. JDM would kill Leon Edwards. He would kill Jeff Neal. And JDM and Ian Gary are on similar skill levels. Ian Gary, to be honest, I think he's a little bit better, but they're on similar skill levels. So if you go against a technical striker that's actually good and has a good chin one time, what happens at one time? You lose by decision. So what do I think is going to happen? Prates is going to lose by decision. Because JDM, he doesn't have knockout power, but he has the volume, bro. He can stick with Prates on the feet very easily. His grappling isn't terrible. Like, bro, he got smudge maxed by Islam. The greatest, like, probably the greatest grappler right now. One of the greatest grapplers of all time. And you guys are just forgetting who he is, bro. JDM is that guy, bro. And he is going to prove it this Saturday. A lot of people think like Carlos's style, his tricky Muay Thai is going to be a problem. I just think JDM has the answer for that, bro. He can stay at range. He has very good defense. He's pretty well rounded. I think he can box Carlos Prates' head off for 25 minutes and win him an easy decision. Carlos Prates, people are going to switch up on him. And then they're going to switch up on JDM too. They're going to be like, oh yeah, I always loved JDM, all this bullshit. And they're going to say Carlos Prates, he's a bum. He only knocks out cans. It's going to happen. JDM is winning this fight. But, again, like I said, bro, I love Carlos Prates. I like him more than JDM, if you want me to be honest. So if I'm wrong about this, and if I'm wrong about the Steve Erceg fight, I'm going to be happy. But I just feel like JDM and Tim Elliott are the safer picks. So of course I'm going to go them. I feel like it makes more sense, but I don't see Carlos Prates winning this anyway. besides just one like very big punch knocks out JDM stiff. But when have we ever seen that happen to JDM? He has a very good chin and very good boxing defense. I don't think that Carlos Prates is going to be able to catch him. I do think that, like, maybe the knees to the body, like, he can start doing that and start doing damage to JDM later in the rounds, catch him. But, like, I just think JDM is smart, bro. He's one of the best boxers, if not the best, in his division. And, like, one of the best in the whole UFC right now. So I think he's going to be able to easily stay on the feet with Prates. If he has to take it to the ground, I think he'll be able to. And I think Jack Della Maddalena will win this by an easy decision. Maybe a TKO late round. But yeah. Prates, if you win this somehow by a knockout, I might be screaming at 7 a.m. I don't know, man. But I'm expecting a boring, not really boring, but just a boxing masterclass decision from Mr. Jack Della Maddalena here in Australia. So, yeah, those are my picks for UFC Perth. If you like this, want to see more MMA content like it, like, comment, and subscribe. All my other links are in the bio, the Discord included. And I'll see you in the next one.
No, I'm not falling in my feelings, but no silly hoe. Me and my niggas stick together like a neck foe.